Hey everybody, we just got done riding the 2018 Ducati Panigale V4. Now, there's a lot of anticipation, a lot of question marks about this machine. All I can say is, wow. You know, when Ducati first released the Panigale 1199, there were some things that were really awesome about it, but then there were some things that weren't so awesome. I really appreciate Ducati taking the time to take those knocks on the chin, learn from them, and develop a motorcycle that really has no major squats. I mean, from the second we got on this thing this morning during our first little warm-up, you could just tell how agile this motorcycle is. Ever since Ducati went to that Super Quadro L-twin monocoque chassis setup in 2012 with the 1199 Panigale, these bikes have always been super nimble, super agile, super light. And even though this bike's gained a couple pounds in comparison to the Panigale 1299, you'll never feel it. It feels substantially lighter in motion. It's really impressive how easy it is to change directions. It's easy to put where you want on track. It tracks really stably. Like the Panigale 1299, you know, that bike was a hoot to ride, but you know, it was gnarly. Like it was a big, powerful bike with a tremendous power hit and a chassis that really couldn't cope with the power so well. It's really amazing because this bike, it puts out substantially more power. You know, down the front straightaway the first time, I was like, oh my God, like I could barely see the motorcycle was accelerating so fast. And yet, even with that newfound power, that newfound top end, the chassis takes it. You know, it likes the power, it handles really well. I really have to give a lot of kudos to Ducati's chassis team, the whole team. I mean, just the integration between the engine and the chassis and the electronics. You know, this is something we haven't seen from Ducati yet. They've never been able to fully integrate every component of the machine like they have with this Panigale V4. I really have to give them a lot of props. If you ever spent time riding, you know, high-end Japanese superbikes, you'll know about precision engineering, and Ducati's done some precision engineering with this Panigale V4. Props to them. Of course, the engine in this thing, it absolutely screams. It's got power everywhere. The top end pull and rush of power at high RPM is just, I mean, you have to hang on. This bike accelerates extremely hard. For years, there's been a stalwart, horsepower stalwart from Germany in the Superbike class. But this Panigale V4 is going to give that bike a run for its money with the amount of horsepower this thing has. You know, Ducati's claiming 214 horsepower from the engine, and you know, on the dyno, I would definitely expect to see 185, 190 horsepower, no problem. This bike is very, very fast. Our ergonomics on this bike, I'm a tall guy, I'm 6 foot tall, and I like the way this bike fits me. I didn't feel like just some little animal, huge ape dude on this little motorcycle. It fit me pretty good for a tall guy. You know, it was easy to move my weight around the bike. The foot pegs aren't they're not absurdly high. You know, I think this is a pretty good riding position for a lot of people, whether, you know, you're a tall guy, you're a short guy, you're a fat guy, you're a skinny guy. I think you're gonna be really at home on this Ducati Panigale V4. It fit me really good. You know, Ducati worked very closely with Pirelli on this next generation Diablo Supercorsa SP tire. This is the third iteration of this tire, and my God, like always one of my favorite tires, and this V3 is even better. Tons of grip, heats up fast, and it just really complements the handling prowess of this Panigale V4. I'm really happy with what Ducati's done, what Pirelli's done, everyone. Like, this is a really fantastic motorcycle, and I think if you're looking for a motorcycle that still has that Ducati pedigree, that screaming engine, that torque, that power, that performance, you know, that awesome looks, you're gonna still get that in the Panigale. And a lot of people are gonna bemoan Ducati, like, oh, it's 4-cylinder now, no more L-twin. But honestly, you're not giving up anything. You're getting more. You're getting more torque, you're getting more power, you're getting more fun, you're getting more acceleration. getting more handling prowess, courtesy of the counter rotating crankshaft, which makes the motorcycle just vastly more apt when you're turning. And you get all these features in this V4. And for the slight price increase, I'll take it. I've always been a big fan of the Panigale 1299, but after riding this thing, that thing would go right to Craigslist because I'm going to buy one of these bikes.